French cooking, how and why French cuisine came to rule the world. French cuisine is widely regarded as the most prestigious and respected in the world. French cuisine has come to control the world thanks to its formal skills, appreciation for fresh ingredients and simple flavors, pride in presentation, and rich and colorful history. To become a skilled chef, you must have a thorough understanding of the foundations of French cooking. But how did French food become so well known? Let's look at how French cuisine has influenced food and culture all across the world. Number 1. Medieval French cooking. The origins of French cuisine and some of its influences can be traced back to the Middle Ages. The nobility of the time ate multi-course dinners consisting of wild game, meat, fruit, and cereals, while peasants ate diets rich in vegetables and legumes. Salt and imported spices were commonly utilized and regarded as a status symbol in the elite's kitchens. Because there were few means to preserve food in ancient times, individuals chose their ingredients based on what they had on hand. Fresh, seasonal ingredients are also used in modern French cooking. Banquets or feasts were frequently held by members of the upper class to display their affluence. The value of these delicacies was highlighted by their exquisite presentation. These foods were presented in an ornate manner to please guests, and the value of presentation is still emphasized in French cuisine today. Number 2. How French cuisine spread. Cooking in France evolved over time as civilizations shifted and changed around the world. Cooking styles throughout the Middle Ages began to lighten, and meals in France began to take on the shape of the cuisine we know today. Cookbooks and detailed techniques were not published until the 1600s. In 1651, François-Pierre La Varenne produced Le Cuisinier François, the earliest French cookbook. Many cooks were encouraged to document their work as a result of this. The French Revolution, which took place in 1789, aided the growth of the study of cookery by removing government-imposed vocational prohibitions. As time went on, more and more French people learned to cook for themselves. Chefs from all over the world studied these manuals as French cuisine spread beyond France's borders. Throughout the 1700s and 1800s, the French colonized numerous countries, including Asia, Africa, North America, and the Caribbean, spreading their knowledge and cooking techniques. Number 3. Haute cuisine. If you've ever studied French food, you've probably heard of the term haute cuisine. Haute cuisine, which literally means high cuisine, refers to a movement in French gastronomy from extravagance and quantity to restraint and quality. In the 1800s, Marie-Antoine Carême is often recognized as spearheading this movement. He viewed French cookery as a refined art form requiring expertise and precision. His recipe books made French food more accessible as well. The King of Chefs and Chef of Kings, as well as the namesake of our school, Georges Auguste Escoffier, introduced haute cuisine to the modern world. He changed the principles of French cookeries, such as the way food is presented and served. Auguste Escoffier modernized haute cuisine with the publishing of Le Guide Culinaire in 1903. Auguste Escoffier also advanced the culinary industry by establishing an organized and well-run professional kitchen. With his unique brigade de cuisine system, which is based on a rigid hierarchy, it revolutionized the culinary arts by instilling a military-style attitude in kitchens, allowing them to provide efficiently and effective service under strong leadership. Today, the brigade system is still in use in kitchens all around the world. Number 4. Nouvelle cuisine. Nouvelle cuisine was born in the 1900s when French culinary continued to evolve. The use of high-quality, fresh products, lighter dishes, and simpler, but no less stunning presentations defines this cooking style. Modern French food is influenced by the different cooking concepts developed and presented by French chefs over the centuries. Number 5. The foundations of French cooking. Cooking in France is quite complicated and has a long history. Nonetheless, the majority of chefs would agree that technique, ingredients, and the dining experience is all key aspects of this cuisine. Number 6. Technique. Patience, talent, and attention to detail are required for French cooking skills. These take years to master, but all ambitious chefs should learn them. Number 7. Mise en place. The term, mise en place, refers to putting everything in its proper position. A chef organizes their tools and prepares, cuts, and measures their ingredients before cooking a dish. When it's time to cook, everything should be close at hand and ready to go. To make wonders, a chef must be psychologically prepared. Number 8. Sauté. Sautéing is the process of cooking food in olive oil or butter-coated pan over medium to high heat. In French, sauter means to jump, which is exactly what foods do in a hot skillet. Number 9. Braise. Braising is a technique that involves cooking meat or vegetables in a covered pot over low heat until they are soft. Chefs usually sear the exterior of the meat before decreasing the heat and cooking it for hours in fat or wine to achieve rich tastes and soft and tender bites. Number 10. Confit. To confit a food, it must first be salted and then cooked in fat. This method was traditionally used to preserve meat. This method is used in the famous French dish duck confit. Many vegetables, such as garlic or potatoes, can also be confited. Number 11. Flambé. Flambé is a flammable alcohol-based game. When alcohol is flambéed, it burns away the alcohol in a matter of seconds while leaving the aroma of the main taste of the liquor. Restaurants have been flambeing various meals tableside for many years to highlight both the technique and the eating experience for their customers. Number 12. Ingredients. The use of high-quality ingredients is another feature of French cuisine that sets it apart from others. Simple components are frequently converted into elegant dishes in French cuisine. In French cuisine, fresh, naturally produced ingredients are always present. Wine, cheese, olive oil, and fresh produce are just a few of the mainstays. Herbs and spices are very significant in French cuisine, and they can provide depth to foods that are otherwise bland. Herbs de Provence, tarragon, and nutmeg are all common in French cuisine. In France, fresh vegetables and red peppers are offered at the market. Number 13. Dining experience. The eating experience is another pillar of French cuisine, which requires attention to detail, elegance, and a sense of community when dining. A version of this can be seen in aristocratic banquets dating back to the Middle Ages. although French cuisine has experienced many changes to get to where it is now. Meals became smaller as haute cuisine gained popularity, and presentations became more complex and exquisite. Precision in the presentation was much more important in nouvelle cuisine. Many fine dining chefs are becoming just as skilled at presenting their food as they are at cooking it. If you have enjoyed this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos like this one.
Ah, Paris, the city of love, but also a city known for its food. French cuisine is often lauded as some of the best in the world, but here in Paris, you'll find more than traditional French food. You'll find people taking risks, playing with flavors, ingredients, and tradition. We begin with a French galette that draws influence from Spain, Italy, and more.
Sur le marché, 13 ans maintenant. Mais j'avais pas l'idée que ça deviendrait quelque chose qui serait aussi aimé. Mon nom est Alain, mon stand maintenant s'appelle Chez Alain Miam Miam. Et donc je suis situé au marché des Enfants Rouges à Paris. Donc une de mes spécialités, c'est la galette fraîcheur. La galette, en fait, c'est une crêpe salée. C'est la farine de sarrasin. C'est comme un peu une grande salade, des tomates, du basilic, du jambon cru et du parmesan. Génial. Alors une fois que les ingrédients, eh bien, tu fais un pliage de la galette et elle est présentée en fait comme un bouquet. Ça a le goût du bonheur, ça a le goût d'une fraîcheur. Miam miam, c'est yum yum.
Heading north, there is a shop combining Asian and French flavors in one perfectly executed burger.
J'ai pris le bao qui est traditionnellement chinois, je l'ai amené ici en France et on l'a transformé en burger. Mon nom est Claire, mon restaurant s'appelle le Little Bao Bay, il est situé en plein cœur de Paris à Châtelet-Les-Halles. Alors ici la spécialité, c'est bao burger matcha. La couleur du bao matcha, c'est clairement du matcha, étant donné que le matcha est vert. On met le pain bao à cuire dans la marmite à vapeur, on met à frire le poulet, ensuite, c'est-à-dire la sauce, la salade, la viande, le cheddar, et on referme. Et c'est prêt à manger. Ce plat représente ma culture d'une part de son pain, c'est comme croquer dans un nuage en fait. La façon dont on marine le poulet, c'est vraiment encore des saveurs qui viennent de chez nous. Ça fait voyager vraiment dans les saveurs asiatiques. Moi j'ai grandi ici, je suis originaire de Chine et ce qui était vraiment intéressant, c'était vraiment de mixer, de fusionner les deux univers.
A few blocks further north, there's a small cafe serving a taste of home for the owners, and it's one of the only places in Paris you can get this dish.
Le patacon, c'est très traditionnel au Venezuela, c'est notre façon de manger un sandwich, on va dire. Je suis Daniela, donc notre restaurant s'appelle La Dulce. Il est situé dans le 9e arrondissement à Paris. Une de notre spécialité ici dans le restaurant, c'est le patacon. Donc on va dire c'est une espèce de sandwich salé. Effectivement, la banane plantain, on va dire, ça substitue le pain. On prend la banane plantain, après on prend des petits morceaux, on coupe, après on l'aplatit, on va la frire 2 fois. Après on trouve le poulet ou bœuf, la salade et des sauces et aussi fromage frais vénézuélien. C'est très important le fromage. Les goûts, c'est un peu sucré-salé. C'est assez croustillant. Vivre un peu loin de chez soi, la cuisine, c'est très important. Donc on a démarré depuis 2014 parce qu'on voulait partager effectivement la culture vénézuélienne parmi la cuisine, comme les patacons par exemple.
When you think about breakfast foods in France, Lebanese cuisine is probably not on that list, but it should be.
Alors notre spécialité à nous, c'est la cuisine libanaise, et notamment les manouchés. On était les premiers à les implanter à Paris en 2002. Mon nom est Pierre Cosbary. Le manouché est une affaire familiale qui se trouve rue Rambuteau, au croisement de la rue Rambuteau et de la rue Quincampoix à Paris. Alors notre spécialité à nous, c'est du coup la galette manouchée aux attards. Donc du coup la base de la galette zatar, ça va être thym, graines de sésame, l'huile d'olive et le sumac qu'on va mettre directement sur le four sage. Le four traditionnel sage est arrondi pour la répartition de la chaleur. Une fois que c'est cuit, on peut rajouter après quelques ingrédients, notamment des légumes, tomates, menthe et olives, ainsi que soit du hummus, du labné ou alors du fromage comme le fromage halloum. Alors c'est un plat qu'on mange plutôt le matin, donc c'est un plat salé en fait. Le goût de thym est très présent. Depuis quelques années en France, il y a eu un grand intérêt pour la cuisine libanaise, et puis aussi le côté street food que nous on essaye de mettre en avant.
And finally, this couple has gone rogue and reinvented a dish every French person knows.
Normalement, on ne touche pas à la cuisine française, mais nous, on a voulu tenter le coup. Je m'appelle Marie et j'ai ouvert les Petits Rôles de Paris avec François en couple. On est à l'angle de la rue Paul Lelon et rue Montmartre à Paris. Notre spécialité ici, c'est le cordon bleu qu'on a revisité sous un format qui se mange à la main. D'abord, on tranche la viande, ensuite on les garnit donc de la crème de comté, puis de la poitrine fumée. Ensuite, on le roule, on le met sous film pour prendre la forme. Ensuite, c'est pané et frit. C'est croustillant à la fois, crémeux et gras. Normalement, la revisite des plats s'est fait en haute gastronomie et nous, on a voulu la mettre à disposition de tout le monde et donc beaucoup plus populaire en street food. Donc on a essayé de faire quelque chose de différent pour étonner les Français et revisiter un plat populaire qu'on a l'habitude de manger à la maison.